So I've been thinking about making YouTube video for really long time, and this is kind of my first proper video. So I was thinking, what should I make video about, right? What should be my first video about? Because it's gonna be just random impromptu videos. So I thought, let's start with my journey, which I feel started since I moved to US. How my experience was, what I felt, all those things, because it's very interesting when you actually first time come to US, especially if you have never been anywhere. So first actual travel was actually to US, which was crazy to go so far, And so because I was actually coming to California, I've been living in California for 8 years now since I moved to US. And so I came to San Francisco airport, which we all know is the main hub for the airlines or the flights coming from India or going to India. We have direct flights now. That time we didn't have any direct flights anyway. That's not important. So I still remember that first day when I landed in San Francisco airport. I don't think so I would ever forget that feeling, that emotion, or everything that I was feeling at that time. That memory is always very special. I remember when we got out of the airport, it was like completely a new world for me. And I saw buildings and how clean it was. On contrary to how it is in India. We were driving from airport to our apartment. So my brother-in-law, my husband's brother, he came to pick us up, obviously. And we had so many bags because I was coming here for the first time. So I got really three big, huge bags with me. And when we were driving, it was a long drive, and seeing the buildings, how clean it was, how beautiful it was. And like the cars are going in their particular lane, and they were like driving properly and changing lanes, and it was like amazing experience for me. And I remember the first thing that came out of my mouth was, wow, it's a completely different world. I really said that, alag hi duniya hai. That was my actually first thought, to be honest, because it was like completely opposite from India. It's very much clean, it's very beautiful. I'm not saying India is not beautiful, but everything, how proper it was, how organized it was, how high-tech it was, how amazing it was. And I just loved it from the day one. I just loved it. And there were few incidences that happened after this. We were getting all these groceries and a lot of stuff to start our new life. And whenever we would go to any store, like grocery store or electronic store or any kind of store, so people here are very nice and friendly. So when you do your checkout and everything, those people behind those counter cashier, they were like super nice. They'll be like, hey, what's up? Hey, how are you doing? And he would ask that the cashier. My husband would also say, hey, how are you? Good. And reply that. So it's a very cultural thing here, which happens that they always ask you or say hello or hi or smile. And for me, it was like, why that guy is so nice to him? Does he know him already? Why is he asking him, or why is he talking to him? And it happened to like multiple stores, grocery shopping, a lot of furniture and whatnot. So it was happening a lot because this is the culture here. They always, do the small talk. So that was like kind of new to me. And then I gotten used to it because now I live here for like 8 years. But in the beginning, it was like really weird to see, because you don't do that in your country. So that was one of the experience, which was like, wow. And the second thing I remember, which was also amazing, was the stores here or online. If you buy something and you return the things, no questions asked, which was like kind of shocking for me, because in India, returning anything online or in the store is so hard. Like I've tried to return stuff, but people will be like, no, you want it, no this, no that, and they'll like make it so hard. We got kitchen appliances and it was broken, or we broke it, I don't know, but we took it back to the store and we asked them to return it, and they just asked for the receipt, and that's it. And that's it. They didn't even ask single question. They do usually ask that what's the problem, why are you returning, just for their record, so that they'll know that what's the problem. Otherwise, even that also sometimes they don't ask, and they just take it back. I was like, what they just took it. That was crazy. That was amazing. Before, I had to get used to the quietness, because I was used to all the noises and all the, shor sharaba of India, having people around talking, loud music, loud people. But then after living here for 8 years, I'm used to this quietness. So when I go to India now, and there's like unnecessary honking, when people are being loud, or they're playing loud music, or even loud TV at home, I'm not used to it. So I get really annoyed easily, because now I'm used to living in peace and quiet. So it does get a little frustrating sometimes. So these were like few of my experiences and things that were the first impressions for me after coming to US. And the reason I'm telling you is because a lot of people who come here for the first time, they don't know, what to expect. So I'm just telling you guys, so that if anyone is planning to come to US, they'll be mentally prepared. At least they'll have an idea, oh, this is what happens here, this is how the kind of life it is, which was completely new for me. These are the small things only experienced after coming here. These were amazing things. When you go to a different country or a new place, always obviously learn a lot of new things, you experience new things, and those are the things that makes you grow. I feel you live in a similar kind of environment all your life, or if you're in a one job for all your years, or if you're in a single city, I don't think so people grow, because they get used to it, they get comfortable, there is nothing much of learning, there's no place to grow. But you grow, you learn, you experience new things when you actually go out of your comfort zone. Although this was a little uncomfortable only for a while in the beginning, but it's easier to get adjusted, because it's better life. It's an upgrade from India to come here and live. But still, the experiences, like I said, I still remember and I love it. So I hope you got to learn something from this, and I hope it helps you guys. See you next time.